Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, First National Bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, and Wanklin Oil.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
We know the scenario. Your Wi-Fi is being shared between two televisions streaming Netflix, smart devices scattered throughout your home, multiple smartphones, and you have a Zoom meeting you're trying to connect to. Take the frustration out of your Wi-Fi with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service. Our advanced router with a 24/7 support team can help your home network run smoothly. For more information, call 877-876-1228.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Welcome to the Frankfort Wildcats Coaches Corner program, talking now with girls head basketball coach Brian Eppert. Coach, first time we're chatting with you here this year. We were chatting a little bit before here. The injury bug kind of got you, but before that happened, how many girls do you have out this year total?
So we have 17. We have one senior, 5 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 7 freshmen. So, we got a good large group of freshmen playing. And then our older girls are the ones that are actually the ones that are kind of beat up and have injuries or sickness. So, we're fighting through some stuff and trying to hopefully get healthy over Christmas break.
And you've got out here to a 3-2 start. We talked to as well. You hit the ground running with that Wabaunsee tournament and some games early on. So early on the season, you're replacing quite a few off of last year's state championship team. How have, I guess you can't really say gel because of the injuries, but what have you seen on the court early on?
Well, I do like how some of our juniors have stepped up and really become good leaders. I think Ashlyn Dallinghouse is understanding that her role has changed from last year's team. Lorelei Loiza is another one. I think she's realized, I got to do different things to help our team win. Holland Shirley's kind of fighting through some sickness, but she's been gutting it out. Tessa Parthimer has definitely been a bright spot as a sophomore. She's able to score, and she uses her athleticism really well. And then Miley Haug's kind of been thrown to the fire, but she's kind of fighting a foot injury now. But she really has stepped up for a sophomore too, because she was probably originally coming off the bench and being a sub and probably getting a little bit of JV time, and now she's kind of thrown into the fire and having to start on varsity. So, I like how those girls have really stepped up. Understand that their role is different. Now I got to handle the ball instead of just stand there and shoot it, or now I got to drive the ball instead of stand there and shoot it. They're learning. I'm pretty pleased that we're 3-2, honestly, with all the injuries and the sickness stuff going around. And then we lost Macy Wap has an injury, and I don't think she'll be back this year. So there's another one that hits you hard. So those are our issues right now. And like I said, we're trying to fight through them and hopefully get a little bit better after Christmas break.
You play the cards that you are dealt in the hand that you have sometimes. And for you, from a coaching standpoint, last year, a very senior-led team. We mentioned it. You guys claimed the first championship for the girls in school history there. Turn that around to this year. How do you handle the coaching and, I guess, the balance of, yes, wanting to develop, but also to continue wanting to win? Well, you got to just keep your nose at the grindstone and keep going. We've talked about, people aren't going to let up on you just because, of last season. Last season is now over and you're on to this season. But understand that, you have played against that team last year. You practiced against them. You practiced with them. You know what it takes. So grab that, and pull that out of you and let's go do it. We have that capability. You've been playing against that for a whole entire season. So,
I think, if we were definitely full strength, I'd really like our odds of playing, in our league. But when you're down a little bit, and our league is so good this year, top to bottom, it's going to be, you're going to have to fight like crazy. There's no doubt.
You talked about it, a dogfight that starts Friday night versus Onega. The Buffaloes out to a 3-1 start. What have you seen from them early on in tape, or what do you want your team to do to come away with a victory?
They get out and press you full court, so we're going to have to handle the ball well. They got good size inside, so they're physical. We're going to have to do the things that we can do well, is drive the ball, shoot the ball, and then try to use our athleticism. I feel like maybe we have a little bit better speed, with Tessa Parthimer and Lorelai Loizo and Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Those girls are athletic, and they can move and they can jump and they can play, off the bounce. They're not just stand and shoot. They can dribble it to the basket. So hopefully we can exploit that with those girls and, hopefully go get a win.
Well, I wish you luck in that one. As always, I wish coaches health, but I think even more for you this part of the season, Brian. I wish you guys health over Christmas break. Again, talking with Brian Eppert, head coach of the Frankfort girls basketball team, as I always appreciate it, and I look forward to more conversations throughout the year.
Well, thanks, Max.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Turnkey custom home builds with Inline Construction make the home building process as easy as you approving final decisions. From start to finish, let Inline tackle site preparation, foundation, framing, and finish inside and out. Lots are available at Hartley Ridge in North Marysville, or they can build on your site. Call today and get started with Inline Construction.
Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, First National Bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, and Wanklin Oil.